1-0 it finished later on for Chelsea. As we were watching it, Steve even said they're going to score here, and I know they are going to take a win away from this game. Don Hutchison is back with us. Give me a comment on that though, Stevie. The fact that you just knew how it was going to end.
Well, probably with about 20 minutes to go, having been in the face of Chelsea for most of the game, Bournemouth just looked as though they ran out of steam. And with the substitutions that Maresca made, Sanchez coming on, João Felix coming on, you just got the feeling that they were going to get something. And of course, another sub in Nkunku, he's the one that ends up going through the middle of two defenders who clearly had run out of steam. And Chelsea win the game late. Probably just about deserved it. But for me, Bournemouth ran out of gas.
Don, what were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was the only thing that beat Bournemouth today. It was obviously the penalty save from Sanchez, but the bench of Chelsea beat them. I mean, when you start bringing the likes of Nkunku on and João Felix on, and you got Cole Palmer on the pitch, Jadon Sancho got voted. He was only on the pitch, I think, 45 minutes. He got voted man of the match over here in England. So it shows you the impact he had on the game. And it was just too strong. It was too strong for Bournemouth. They gave everything they had. They competed well in the game. They could have took the lead with a penalty, but didn't. They pressed Chelsea as best they could. I'm still not sold on Chelsea defensively. I thought they made, again, a lot of mistakes, as we saw in pre-season. We all covered Chelsea in pre-season. They keep making the same mistakes as they done in that pre-season out in America. Yes, they got a clean sheet today. They can build on that. They can build on being unbeaten in 3 after the loss against Man City. They can build on that and start to gather a little bit of momentum. But I'm still seeing a team that doesn't look together to me. The patterns of play are not there. They're individuals. If you've got to rely on a strong bench to beat Bournemouth, it tells you that the first 11 might be not up to scratch. But you can't knock what Maresca done and bringing those guys off the bench. That's why you have a deep bench and full of quality. And I think that's what got the job done in the end.
Stevie pulling faces at you for Jadon Sancho getting named man of the match.
How did Jadon Sancho get man of the match?
Well, that's a question you'll have to ask whoever
Alan Smith, give him it.
You'll have to ask whoever votes on that. And listen, to the point that the boys are making here, so much of this game reminded me of the earlier kickoff with Manchester United and Southampton. And again, speaking to the thin margins, that differentiates winning football games and not, especially when you're a smaller club such as Bournemouth. Tavernier hit the crossbar with an incredible effort. The missed penalty from Evan Nielsen. Clivert had a couple of wanders into the Chelsea box. There was one in particular where I can't remember who the defender was, hangs this lazy leg out, a more experienced player takes the contact and goes over. Those are the things that differentiate whether, as a smaller club, a club who you expect will be battling against relegation, get 3 points or not. And that was the difference here for Bournemouth. Or that was the difference between Bournemouth and Chelsea early on. And to Stevie's point, credit Chelsea. They somehow kept themselves in the game and then took full advantage of a tiring team. Yes, they've got the bench to do that, but at times you have to win football games that way. And while a few weeks ago we kind of raving about Chelsea and that performance against Wolves, this was, while they still got 3 points, this was not one to write home about.
Yeah, Robert Sanchez should have got man of the match for you, Shaka?
For me, yes. Listen, and you can say the saves he made, you would expect. But I thought he looked very solid, very comfortable, very confident throughout. And there are times, let's be fair, we've not been able to say that about Robert Sanchez. But I thought on today's performance, I thought he was very good indeed.